Welcome back to Morning Thailand. Continue on with an update on the political arena. Now, many people are talking about the upcoming general election on February the 2nd. The society are still divided whether or not they would be supporting or not supporting the general election because there are many pros and cons. However, what is the latest on the general election from various sides right now?
I think we should start with the government. That the caretaker of government yesterday approved an allocation of 3.88 billion baht for the February the 2nd general election. คุณชลิตรัตน์จันทรุเบกษา Deputy Caretaker excuse me The deputy government spokesman said the international organization and media will be all invited to observe the poll as well. He said the foreign and interior ministry had been assigned to coordinate with the election commission or the EC for participation of the international agency in order to have their first-hand accounts experience of the election. The caretaker Prime Minister Kun Yingluck was also standing firm on her earlier statement that she is obliged by the Constitution to continue with her administrative responsibility until a new government takes office. She said before that the Constitution doesn't allow a caretaker government to resign. That's why she can't follow the protester demand. The anti-government protesters have repeatedly called on Kun Yingluck and the caretaker cabinet to resign to pave the way for a national reform before an election is set. Kun Yingluck added, now that the royal decree has set the February 2nd for the election, she would like to urge all parties to follow it and move on with the election process. Let the people elect their leaders to run the country. The government is willing to help the election commissions to ensure a fair election by inviting all parties to witness it. As well, she said that she has until next Monday to decide if she would run in the snap poll as a first candidate on the Pheu Thai party list. The EC has set the December 23rd to 27 for the candidates to submit their application to run the election. Kun Yingluck as well said she welcomed proposals and opinions from various political forums on Thailand reform, but instead that the timing for a national reform must be in accordance with the Constitution. So personally, she said she advocated national reform after the election. However, there are some voices concerned that the postponement of the election is quite possible. That the election commission member Kun Somchai Sri Suthiyakon said on Tuesday that the EC is ready to postpone the election from February the 2nd if political parties reach an agreement to delay it and if it is permitted under the law. Kun Somchai was responding to the PDRC comments he met with the EC to talk with the postponement of the election issue. But Kun Somchai said if the election date cannot be postponed, the PDRC should help campaign for fair and free election with no vote buying. Kun Somchai added. Meanwhile, the foreign ministry spokesman Kun Sek Wattanamethi said that advance balloting for the February 2nd election for the Thai expat, meaning the Thai nationals who are residing abroad, will take place between January 13 to 26. Kun Sek revealed that the Thai embassies and consular offices would announce the time and places for the advance ballots on the World Wide Web Konthai KHONTHI.com. Advancing balloting can be held at polling booths to be determined by embassies and consular office or by mail. He said that the foreign ministry has sent handbooks for organizing the advance voting to foreign embassy and consular offices abroad already. However, for the PDRC side, Kun Suthep Theuksuban, the leader, has reaffirmed that his group would not reject the election, saying that it should be postponed to the way for political reform, which could take at least a year or a year and a half to finish. Then the country can have the election.
Isn't that too long?
Yeah, it's quite long for the
Right.
reform that has not revealed the detail yet. Kun Suthep as well told his supporter on Monday night at Rashnaman rally that the election will be organized under the existing system, but they want a new system which prevent corrupt politicians from politics. So as well, he claimed that the existing rule of election has opened way for vote buying, which was the cause of the whole corruption
Right,
problem in
that's
the
the
country
flaws
right
that
now.
people are talking about. And from that, while people are still undecided, the Democrat Party did not announce yet whether or not they would send in a fill-in candidates for the upcoming general election. One of the faction that remained firm on their stance is the Pheu Thai party. Yesterday, the party has elected a former deputy leader of the now defunct Palang Prachachon Party, Kun Sompong Amon Viwat, as the election director of the Pheu Thai party. The party leader Kun Charupong Reung Suwan and the executive committee have been assigned as well by the party to screen both the constituency and the party list candidates for the February 2nd election and to craft the party's election policies in coordination with the policy committee. Kun Prampong Noparit, the Pheu Thai spokesperson, reviewed yesterday that the party had issued a warning to all of their party members, officials and election candidates to refrain from doing anything which could be deemed as breaching the election regulation. Kun Prampong said that the executive committee had not yet picked Kun Yingluck Chinawat as the number one party list candidate, as widely reported, because there are so many potential candidates to be screened and shortlisted, including some 500 who have applied to contest under the party list. However, Kun Charupong said that the party is determined to fill in Kun Yingluck as the number one. And with if you are on top of the party list candidate, chances are, if the party wins the election, you will become the prime minister again.
Yes, again.
And that would be a challenge for eligible voters. If you want Kun Yingluck to remain as the prime minister. Moreover, Kun Prampong said the new post would allow for some members who have completed their 5-year ban for electoral fraud to return to politics. Although the party spokesperson Kun Prampong refused to go into detail on the issue, he said that the members of the House of number 111 and 109 have returned, and many will run in the polls that include Kun Somchai Wongsuwat, the former prime minister and the brother-in-law of Kun Thaksin Shinawat, as well as Kun Nopadon Pathama, a closet and legal advisor of Kun Thaksin Shinawat as well. Now, the Pheu Thai party said the list of candidates for both constituency and party list candidacy will be finalized on December the 22nd, one day before the opening of the registration of electoral candidacy. The party has set to a target to win at least 269 House seats, which are similar to the record made in the last general election. That's according to Kun Prampong Noparit, the party spokesperson. So we'll wait and see whether Kun Yingluck Chinawat will become a number one party list candidate and the party would grab the landslide victory as in last general election.
Not only the supporter of the Pheu Thai party and Kun Yingluck, but there's also some comments from those who are not a supporter. Yesterday at the parliament, the 40 senator group led by Kun Chali Chanreung, the appointed senator, disclosed an announcement to request Kun Yingluck Chinawat, the acting prime minister, to show responsibility and sincerity to fix the national problems we are facing right now, because he claimed that she is the one causing those trouble. The group demanded that first, Kun Yingluck must respect and support the millions of people political participation that they have peacefully protest, to point at the government that now the country has been facing political crisis from the fake democratic system under bad capitalism, so that the reform prior to election is extremely necessary. The second,
that's a 40 senators group, right?
Yes. The second demand is that the reform is taking time. Therefore, if all parts are for the reform, they must show sincerity again to extend the election date further to allow the people to exercise their rights to sovereignty under the constitution. The last demand is that if Kun Yingluck really would like to show her sincerity by resigning from her position as the acting prime minister to open channel for the reform, it is acceptable, possible, and very appropriate for the point of the for the Senate group. Because by doing so, they said, Kun Yingluck will be respected as sacrificing herself to the reform.
Right. That's various opinions towards the Pheu Thai party stance on the general election. But I believe there are some more people wants to join the party list as well.
Former Machima faction MPs led by Kun Somsak Thepsutin and some former Chat Thai Patana party MPs have applied for membership at the Pheu Thai party in the hope of running under the ruling party banner in the next election. Pheu Thai leader yesterday welcomed Kun Somsak and more than 10 members from his faction, a breakaway bloc from Phum Jai Thai party, to the ruling party's headquarters. Kun Somsak's group includes former MPs from Sukhothai, Rajburi, Chainat, and Nakhon Nayok provinces. Caretaker Interior Mr. Jarupong Rengsuwan, who is also the Pheu Thai party leader, said that his party offered a warm welcome to the Machima group as it would definitely strengthen the party. Former Prime Minister Somchai Wongsawat, like Kun Phai just told you, sought to allay fears that the parties bringing more faction into its fold could fuel internal conflicts by creating competition for an MP seat as well. So it's not only about the good news, but it might be bad news for the Pheu Thai MP as well. But all in all, 10 of the new MPs member are the members from Machima Patipatha faction of the Phum Jai Thai party, led by Kun Somsak Thepsutin and Anongwan Thepsutin. The 4 others are ordinary Phum Jai Thai members. So just Phum Jai Thai, with no faction. And the other is from Chat Thai Patana party. However, Kun Banhan Silapa Acha will be run as the #1 party list candidate of the Chat Thai Patana party.
Oh, that's interesting. A lot of familiar faces. It's not unexpected that we would see MPs from smaller parties joining the Pheu Thai party at this time because some people lost their ratings and popularity during the political stalemate and the situation. And without we taking a short break, up next there will be more updates on the Democrat faction. Yesterday they held a general assembly and there's a lot of changes to be keep up. Stay tuned.